Heads up, people. This is Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've called you here because we have a bit of a situation. As we speak, the supervillain prison known as the Raft is under attack by agents of Hydra. Several prisoners have already escaped their cells. Level 7 threats. Like Green Goblin, Sabretooth, Living Laser, Dr. Octopus. Some have even escaped the island. S.H.I.E.L.D. has agents on site, but we need your help. Get to the raft and do what you can. Good luck.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and I'm here to give you my review on a free-to-play PC game called Marvel Heroes. In Marvel Heroes, you'll be facing off against the main villain known as Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom forms an alliance with the Hydra clan, which then goes to unleash the actual villains from the Marvel Universe, which he's using as a big distraction from his ultimate goal, which he's going to use the Tesseract Cube to pretty much take over the universe type of deal. He's pretty much obsessed with power, and that's what he's going to try to achieve. Now, it's your job as a hero, as an Avenger, to go and stop him once and for all, and to save the planet and the universe. Now let me go ahead and talk about the overall graphics in this free-to-play title. The overall graphics are actually really appealing. It has that cartoonish and a little bit of a comic book style combined into one. Now in the game, you are going to be visiting a lot of different places in the Marvel Universe, and each place you visit in terms of the actual graphics and appealing of the game fits it really well done. They actually did a good job paying attention to detail on each of the places that you are visiting in the game, and of course too, in terms of the actual look and the design of the characters, they fit really well. And of course you could also purchase additional costumes within the game to switch off your character if you choose, but the overall graphics in this game is outstanding. As for the gameplay is real simple. What you're doing is that in the game you're doing a variety of different main missions and side missions. As you complete more main missions, you're continuing along in terms of the story and unlocking more chapters to go through. And of course, doing side missions are going to unlock you some more experience and some other little bonus goodies as well. And in terms of the combat, you are facing a wide variety of different enemies depending on where you are in the Marvel Universe in terms of your location and what chapter you're on, until you get towards the end of the game, which you're going to be facing pretty much almost everyone they faced throughout the entire game already. Now, of course, every time you defeat an enemy, you gain experience, and of course the enemy is going to be dropping items, which then you can loot to increase your character's defense, attack, and so much more in the game, or even the health. Now, you're going to have a wide variety of different items, such as a one that's non-colored is going to be a common weapon. You're going to have ones that are colored in green, which are rare. And then you're going to have ones in blue that are like super rare type items that are going to have unique abilities like buffs for your character. Like for example, there is a chest plate for my character when I was playing as Daredevil, where I had a plus 50 defense, and of course since it was a super rare, the blue color, it has some additional buffs to it where it gave me like 100% additional health and a bonus for more dodge and so much more. So you're going to have those type of items. There are like little mini dungeons in the game, but they're not like really big. There's a couple big ones which then you're joined automatically with the group to complete. Which is another thing I do want to mention, that since this game is about the Avengers, you are part of a team of the Avengers. Every time you enter a boss fight or enter a dungeon, you're going to be automatically paired up with a group of people who are also doing the same mission, and everyone's going to get the same amount of experience in total, so not one person's getting all the experience while the other person's not. So you're pretty much all working together in terms of facing the enemies. And of course, towards the end of each chapter, you're going to be facing boss fights until you reach the end of the game. And pretty much at the end of the game, everyone that you faced throughout already, you're going to face all over again, along with a couple new characters. Now, there's not a huge variety of Marvel villains that you're going to be facing in the game, which I thought was a complete downside. I was hoping to face some more villains, but that's not really the case. Like I said, you're pretty much going from start to finish until you reach the end, where you face off against Dr. Doom. Now, I do want to add a couple things. There are some in-game events. Like there was an example where I had to defend a village from a threat, and there was another one where it was a boss fight. Now I'm not sure if there's a wide variety of them, because throughout my playthrough there's only one actual event boss fight there was, where it was pretty much me along with everyone else who was in the area, where we faced off against the Venom. The Venom was pretty much a pain in the ass. Like I said, it's an event boss fight, and that's where when everyone's together spamming their attacks, that's when the frame rate drops big time. But after about 5 or 7 minutes, we ended up defeating Venom, and to continue on with the game, of course, you did get all kinds of experience depending on how much damage you do in terms of the event boss fight. But the overall game, like I said, it's real simple. All you're doing is that you're using your mouse and, of course, the different keyboard effects, just pretty much to defeat the enemies, to upgrade your unit, and to continue on in the story. It's pretty much like a little arcade style beat 'em up. As for the sound quality in this game is really nice in terms of the sound effects from the combat that's going on, in terms of the explosions from the environments, and even the soundtrack. I did notice there's a couple actually parts of the soundtrack that seemed to appeal to me, which was really enjoyable to listen to throughout my playthrough. And of course too, in terms of the cutscenes with the characters talking and so forth, I think they were done really well. Now in terms of the actual characters talking, I don't think it's the actual voice actors themselves. I think it's just people imitating the actual voices, but overall I think they did a really good job in my opinion. But the overall sound in the game is good. As for the lifespan, what kind of lifespan do we see in the game like this? As I stated in the beginning of this video, this is a free-to-play game, meaning all you have to do is just sign up with an email account and download the game. That's all you have to do, and even try out the game for yourself. Just play a couple chapters and see if it catches your interest or doesn't catch your interest. Like I said, it's free to play. It's not like you're spending a dime. Now, as for me, in terms of the lifespan it's pretty much an okay. It's not something that I see myself coming back to this game every single day just to play it, due to the fact that, since I did unlock 2 other characters known as Hawkeye and the Thing, I could level up those characters and unlock their abilities as well, which means I have to complete the game all over again, doing the same exact thing over and over and over and over again. So it pretty much has an okay lifespan. I do, however, see myself coming back to my main character and maybe helping out some of the people who are having trouble with the boss fight, and me being one of those nice and friendly people in the community altogether, which is one thing I do want to mention in terms of the community in the game is really friendly. So if you're having trouble with a specific boss fight like I did at one point, then you're able to go around and ask people, and people are there to help you out. There's a lot of people who have been playing this game and have like a level 50 character and so forth, which is pretty much crazy. But the overall lifespan for me is okay. Like I said, it's a free-to-play game, so all you have to do is just download it and try it out for yourself. Like I said, if it catches your interest, then it might catch your interest until you beat the game, at least a one-time playthrough. And if it doesn't, you could just simply delete it and boom, like it never happened. But anyways, like I said, the lifespan in this game is okay. As for the innovative, did they bring anything new to the table, or is this stuff that we've already seen in past titles? This is stuff that we've already seen in past titles, so it's pretty much nothing to get overexcited for. Like I said, one of the things I was bummed out about is how short the game was. You could actually beat the game in under 7 hours, so the lifespan of the game, like I said, overall is pretty short. With all these Marvel villains, I was hoping for the game to at least be a bit longer, maybe even 10 hours if not more. But like I said, the overall game is completely short. You could easily beat the game in one day if you even choose to do so. And the fact that you have to actually pay real money to play as other characters instead of being able to unlock them, I thought was another downside. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give the free-to-play title Marvel Heroes an 8 out of 10. Like I said, you could easily download the game, try it out for yourself. It's probably going to catch your interest for maybe 1 or 2 different playthroughs, or you may be suckered into buying a character to play as. It's totally up to you guys. You guys have that option to do so. If you guys want to check out the full walkthrough, you can check it over at Gamerfuzion.com. Anyways, I'm Sir James, and remember, Gamerfuzion empowers your gaming.